So we've seen so far in part one that Stayman is a convention and it's a response of two clubs to an opening bid of one no trump. It's a way that responder can ask a question about opener's specific holding in the major suits, and it enables the responder to better judge the final contract. So let's look at some examples of this. So in each example here, West is going to open one no trump, showing a balanced hand with 12 to 14 high card points. And in each hand, East is going to hold a strong balanced hand. They'll know that there are enough points for a game level contract, so they could simply bid 3 no trump. However, because they hold 4 cards in a major suit, it would be prudent to use the Stayman convention to see if a 4-4 fit in their major suit exists. So let's look at example 1. East has got 4 cards in spades, so rather than just jump to 3 no trump, they say they bid 2 clubs, which is Stayman. And remember, that says absolutely nothing about their clubs. It just so happens they hold some nice clubs, but bidding 2 clubs here says absolutely nothing about that. What it actually says is, I hold 4 cards in a major suit, and it asks the question, do you hold 4 cards in either major suit? If so, tell me which one. So West must answer the question. So 2 clubs by East is Stayman. West has to answer. And here, of course, they don't hold any 4 cards in hearts, but they do hold 4 cards in spades. So they would bid 2 spades to say, partner, I've got 4 cards in spades. East is in charge of the auction now. They know that there's a fit in spades. They know that there are enough points for game. So they jump simply to 4 spades. And that would be the final contract. Okay. And 2. Again, West opens the bidding. This is West's hand. They open the bidding with 1 no trump. East has got exactly the same hand as the last example. So again, they want to investigate that major suit, the possibility of a major suit fit. So they bid 2 clubs Stayman. And once again, it says the same message. And it asks partner to bid any 4-card major that they hold. So partner holds 4 cards in hearts. So they must bid 2 hearts. And that just says, partner, I hold 4 cards in the heart suit. Hearts isn't the suit that East is interested in, so they can't continue with hearts. But what they can now do is jump to 3 no trump. Okay, and that would show West that actually they have enough points for a game level contract. They bid Stayman in the first place and weren't interested in hearts, so they must have 4 cards in spades. And they're suggesting now that the final contract is 3 no trump, and of course that is the best place to play, and it would be a good contract on those cards. Example number 3. Again, 1 no trump by West. East this time has got both major suit. They've got 4 cards in spades and in hearts, so they have enough points to play in a game level contract. So they can play. They're looking either to play in 4 spades, 4 hearts, or 3 no trumps here. Okay, so this is an ideal hand to bid 2 clubs, the Stayman convention. So East bid 2 clubs, and that simply says, partner, I've got 4 cards in at least one of the major suits. Do you hold 4 cards in either of the major suits? Now here, West doesn't hold 4 cards in either of the major suits. Okay, so they must respond. It would be completely wrong to pass. So what they must do is tell partner that they don't hold 4 cards in either of the major suits. So the right response here is 2 diamonds. So partner, I don't have 4 cards in either major. And now East knows that the final contract must be 3 no trump. There are enough points for 3 no trump. We don't have a fit in either hearts or spades because West had denied a 4-card holding in either hearts or spades. So we jump straight to 3 no trump, and that's still a very good contract on these cards. The last example on this sheet. Again, West is going to open 1 no trump. They have 14 high card points. East has got this hand, so again, very strong hand, 5, 9, 6, 11 high, 5, 9, 5, 9, 10, 15 high card points, so more than enough high card points for game, a very balanced shape, but of course they've got 4 cards in hearts. So firstly, what they might, rather than just simply raise to 3 no trump, which could be a good contract, they want to investigate whether there is a fit in hearts. So they bid 2 clubs Stayman. That says, partner, I hold 4 cards in one of the major suits. Will you tell me if you hold 4 cards in one of the major suits? West has to respond. When they hold both major suits, they simply bid hearts first. You always bid hearts in preference to spades here. So you confirm that you hold 4 cards in hearts. That says to partner, partner, I hold 4 cards in hearts. It doesn't deny that they might hold 4 cards in spades, and here, of course, they do. Partner's actually not interested in spades. They're now in charge of the auction. They know there's a heart fit, a 4-4 heart fit, and they know there are enough points for game, so they simply jump to 4 hearts, and that would be the final contract. I've got some more examples here. Now, the difference on these examples is in each case, responder, which will be East, the person who's responding to partner's opening bid of 1 no trump, they don't quite have enough points to be certain that there is a game contract available. So in each of these hands, they're going to have either 11 or 12 high card points. Let's just see how that still can be used with the Stayman convention to find if there's the possibility for a game or not. So here, West, once again, 14 high card points, balance hand opens 1 no trump, and East has this hand. They have got 11 high card points. They've got a 4 card major suit holding in spades. So they would like to use the Stayman convention, first of all, to see if there is a fit in spades. So they bid 2 clubs. That says nothing about clubs. It says, partner, I hold 4 cards in one of the majors. Do you hold 4 cards in one of the majors? And of course, West must respond. And here they can respond 2 spades to say, the partner, I've got a 4 card holding in the spade suit. East now knows there is a fit in spades. However, East has only got 11 high card points. West has opened 1 no trump, so they've got between 12 and 14. We don't know whether they've got 12 or whether they've got 14. If they've got 14, there could certainly be a game contract available here, because 14 plus 11 is 25, and that's enough for game. If they've only got 12 or 13, then perhaps there isn't a game available because there wouldn't be sufficient points to make a game contract. So how do we find that? So what we can do now is, as East, rather than jump to 4 spades, which will say, I know there's a game contract available, you can invite a game. So you bid 3 spades, and that says to partner, we have a fit in spades, but I don't quite have enough points to be certain there's a game contract available. Please bid 4 spades if you're maximum, or if you're minimum for your opening bid, then just pass. Now here, West has got 14 high card points. They couldn't be stronger for an opening bid of 1 no trump. So in this case, they're going to raise to game. So they would accept the invitation, bid 4 spades, and that will be the final contract. And that will make, they'll end up losing a diamond, possibly 2 clubs. And that is almost certainly, or they might, so they have a very good chance of making that contract. Hand 2. West is opening. They've got 12 high card points, a balanced hand. They've got a 4 card spade holding now. Similar sort of auction is going to proceed here. West opens 1 no trump, of course. East has still got 11 high card points, and they've got the same hand as we've just looked at. So the bidding would proceed the same way. 2 clubs, asking for a 4 card major suit holding. 2 spades by West, saying, I've got 4 cards in a major suit. East says, great, that's good news. We might have enough for a game here if you're maximum. I'm going to bid 3 spades, inviting you to bid 4 if you're maximum. But of course, West has only got 12 high card points. They're really at the minimum end of their holding, so they would pass. And actually, the final contract now would be 3 spades. And that would be better than playing in 4. If they played in 4 spades, it would probably go off. So 3 spades is a much better contract here, because they've got a certain spade loser, they've got a certain diamond loser, and they've got the possibility of losing 2 clubs there. So they don't want to be in 4 spades. Here's the next example. 14 high card points held by West, a balanced hand. So once again, they will always open 1 no trump with that type of hand. And let's look at East. Here, East has got 11 high card points. Not quite enough to be certain there's a game, but let's see if there's a fit available first. So we've got 4 cards in hearts. So we'll bid 2 clubs, Stayman. And that says to partner, I hold 4 cards in one of the major suits. Please, will you tell me if you hold 4 cards in either of the major suits? Now here, West must respond. Of course, they cannot pass. They don't hold 4 cards in hearts or 4 cards in spades. So the correct response is 2 diamonds to deny a 4 card major suit holding. So 2 diamonds is the bid by West. Now, East has not found out that they have a heart fit, but they still have 11 high card points opposite a hand that's opened in the range 12 to 14. So there still may be a game on in no trumps here. So the way to decide how to proceed is to invite partner by raising simply to 2 no trump. Now that's exactly the same as we learnt back in lesson 5, where we learnt that with 11 to 12 high card points and a balanced hand, you would simply raise 1 no trump to 2 no trump to invite partner to bid on if they've got maximum for their opening bid. So here, all we've done is we've still ended up making that bid, but in the meantime we've gone via a Stayman inquiry to see if there was a heart fit. There is no heart fit, so we continue to show interest in no trumps. So we bid 2 no trumps. That's asking partner to bid on to bid on to 3 no trump if they think there is enough high card points for game. So in other words, partner, are you minimum or maximum? Well, West is actually maximum for their opening bid. They've opened 1 no trump, which shows a range of 12 to 14. They've got 14. They couldn't be better. So they would accept the invitation and raise to 3 no trump. And 3 no trump would be the best contract here and has a very good chance of making. And 4, the last example. So West this time has 12 high card points, a balanced hand. They've got 4 cards in spades, of course. They open 1 no trump. This is East's hand. 11 high card points. It's the same hand as we've just looked at on the example above there. So once again, they would like to investigate the possibility of a heart fit. So they bid 2 clubs Stayman. Now West this time can't bid, doesn't deny a major suit. They've got a major suit. They've got 4 cards in spades. So here the bid by West is 2 spades. That says, partner, I haven't got 4 cards in hearts, but I do have 4 cards in spades. It doesn't tell you anything about their strength. Obviously, we still don't know whether they are 12 or 14 high card points. East now is not interested in the spade suit. They've only got 2 of them. They were looking for a heart fit, but with 11 high card points and still a balanced shape, there's still a possibility that game is on in 3 no trump here. So they would bid 2 no trumps, which shows 11 to 12 high card points. Exactly the same as above. It's asking partner to bid 3 no trump if they're maximum, or just to pass if they're minimum. Here, of course, West is minimum for their opening bid, and they would pass 2 no trump because there really aren't enough points here for game between the 2 players. So that's how we would get to a 2 no trump contract there. So those are some examples of different situations of using Stayman. You might be thinking now about how many points do you have to have as responder to be able to use Stayman? Well, the right answer here is actually your points don't strictly matter. Responder can use Stayman in any situation, provided that they are able to cope with any reply by opener to their 2 club Stayman inquiry. So remember, when you bid 2 clubs as responder, you are asking partner a question, and you have to be able to tolerate all of their 3 possible answers. Their 3 possible answers are 2 diamonds, which means I don't have a 4 card major, 2 hearts saying I've got 4 cards in hearts, and 2 spades, which guarantees 4 cards in the spade suit. Can you cope as responder with any of those 3 responses, or all of those 3 responses? If it's likely that you can't cope after certain responses, for example, if opener doesn't have a 4 card major, they bid 2 diamonds, do you know what your next bid is? If you don't know what your next bid will be, then it's probably not right to use Stayman, and you shouldn't do it. But if you can make a plan that says, after I bid Stayman, it doesn't matter which of the 3 responses opener gives me, I still know what I'm going to bid, then Stayman is probably the right thing to use. Let's look at that in a bit more detail. Let's explore a bit more this idea of using Stayman, provided that you can cope with any response by opener to your Stayman inquiry. So the first situation we're going to look at, what if you bid Stayman and opener tells you they don't hold 4 cards in a major suit? So let's look at this example here. West opens 1 no trump. East has got this hand. They've only got 8 high card points, but they've got 4 cards in spades and 4 cards in hearts. They might be tempted here to use Stayman. So if they bid 2 clubs, that would ask partner, have you got 4 cards in a major suit? Here, partner doesn't have 4 cards in a major suit, so they have to bid 2 diamonds to deny a holding in a major suit. Now East is completely stuck. They don't know what to bid. There's no fit in a major suit. And where do they bid? They're not strong enough to bid two no trumps. They've only got two diamonds. They don't actually know how many diamonds West has. So it could be, it's possible that they could only be playing in a 3-2 diamond fit if they pass diamonds. So there's no possible bid now for East. So it would be completely wrong for East to use Stayman on this balanced hand with only 8 high card points, because whilst it might be good if there was a major suit fit, if there isn't a major suit fit, what do they do? So it would be an error for East to use Stayman on this hand. So actually, the only option on this hand would be to pass one no trump if your partner opened one no trump. Let's look at another example. What if partner plays in the wrong major suit? Can we cope with that? So here's another situation you have to test yourself with. So West opens one no trump, balanced hand, they've got 4 cards in hearts. Suppose East, with this 9 high card point hand and 4 cards in spade, let's suppose for a moment that East decided to use the Stayman convention and bid 2 clubs. Here they do that. Partner, I've got 4 cards in a major suit. Do you have 4 cards in a major suit? Now, West does have 4 cards. They have 4 cards in hearts. So they respond 2 hearts. That's not good news for East. They haven't found a major suit fit in spades. And the problem is, what do they bid now? If they now bid spades, that would show 5 cards in spades, which is incorrect. If they can't really pass 2 hearts because they'd be playing in a 4-2 fit. And if they were to bid 2 no trump, that would be showing 11 or 12 high card points. So there is actually no bid that East can make here. So actually, it would be wrong for East to use the Stayman inquiry here, because they have no response if partner bids either 2 diamonds or 2 hearts. So it would be wrong. So that's how you do that test. Can I cope with any response by my partner? And I must do that before I use the Stayman convention. Just distilling that down into some simple things that we can take away. We would use Stayman only if responder can cope with any response from opener. And we've already seen examples with balanced hands where we can deal with any response if we have a balanced hand of 11 or more high card points. So the answer to the question of how many points do I need to use Stayman is, if I have a balanced hand, I would need to have 11 or more high card points. And we've shown how we could bid those earlier in this video. But there are examples that we're going to see in part 3 of the lesson, which is a bit of an extension piece of learning, where we can use Stayman sometimes with weaker, more unbalanced hands, provided we do that test to say, can I cope with any response by partner? So there are examples where Stayman can be used with unbalanced hands and of any strength, but that's a little bit more advanced, and you might find that you've already learnt enough about Stayman to cope with for now. And if you don't want to see part 3, I fully understand that. Okay, but part 3 is going to cover some other examples of using Stayman. I'll see you there. Bye.